Might as well get the injuries out of the way first. Metzler, Gravina, yes, no? Maybe?
Metzler's going to wrestle, ready to wrestle. Gravina probably not tomorrow night. That's really it. Everybody else is, I believe, is as of right now ready to go.
So Gravina's not like you expect him back at some point.
I hope so. Yeah, we'll get more word. He's gonna see, I think, the doctor actually today, and then start his process of working out. He's already training, just really not so much in a wrestling. So hopefully he can get a good week of training and be ready for next week. It would be our plan.
There's no limitations with Glasgow at all. I know he's been banged up with that knee injury for the past couple of matches.
No, it's just fighting through some pain. You know, he's going to have pain. It's going to be discomfort. That pain probably won't go away. I mean, heck, it's knees and wrestling. That might not go away forever, but, you know, it's knees and wrestling. May need it, you know, probably won't go away until after the season where he can totally rest for a long, long time. It's just a pain thing. Just got to deal with it.
Did you feel the guys anything after the game against a match against Iowa and anything doing differently in practice heading up to Michigan State?
No, we've had 2 really, really good days of practice. I think you know, it was a tough road trip where we really probably didn't have our best out there, but didn't wrestle really good either. And you know, it's an environment where we knew we had to respond to it, and we didn't in some cases. And that's just learning. You know, that's just being put. But all that stuff prepares you for March, and it's a great environment to wrestle in. It was hostile. Our guys felt things maybe they've never felt before. We're usually on the other end of it when we wrestle in the rack, so it's good to be in that environment. But we've had, like I said, we've wrestled a little bit more this week, and that's been good. So we'll see where that takes us tomorrow night.
Does anything change for Nick? You know, he hasn't experienced a lot of losing. He's lost 2 straight. Does anything change for him now moving forward, or is he?
I don't. You know, maybe you tinker with his training a little bit. Maybe that's something internally he has to figure out. Is it too much? Should he relax a little bit more? I don't. Again, that's something internally. I don't think from what we're doing is going to change much. It's you know, it happens in sports. You know, the best guys have faced adversity. It happens, and how he responds to it will be a testament of who he is and what he's all about. And I'm sure, I know on our end, we fully, you know, expect him to respond in a big way and get ready for these last 2 months and the ultimate goal. So, you know, it's part of sports, and you know, there's people who have lost before and going to lose again, and that's just the way it is. That's what sports are all about. So,
You don't sign on, you know, for a loss, obviously, but as his coach, are you at all intrigued to see what he does Friday night? Because again, he really hasn't experienced this much.
I mean, I kind of expect what I expect from Nick is what I expect from Nick. I don't look at it like that. You know, he maybe needs us, you know, maybe needs a sounding board, but I mean, this guy's a warrior. He battles. It's the same with Anthony. He battles. He's a warrior. He's lost before, and it's about bouncing back. The one thing about this sport, I'll tell you, is they all know at the end of the day, it's really those 3 days of March, and all this is preparation. Nobody likes to lose, like you said, but it's about the preparation and how you handle it, bouncing back, getting totally healthy, getting your mind right, and you know, those guys do it probably better than anybody we have. So hopefully it happens, and we can kind of get on a roll. It's about being confident. The sport's all about confidence, and hopefully he does that, and that's, as a staff, probably what we're looking for.
With Gravina still out, is the plan to keep Scott at 84, or are you still debating whether to put him at 74 and bump Goodale up?
I just think it's more of a matchup. It's who we're wrestling that week. You know, we'll decide. But you know, you could visibly see Willie's outmanned at 84 when he weighs in at 74. It's a hard thing to do, but it's the situation we're in. Heck of a teammate. He's wrestling banged up. He's wrestling up a weight. That's what it's all about. Good for Willie Scott. And he's been really, really good to us, and we're going to reward him somewhere here down the line.
Is Pagano, he's injured, right? He's not an option?
Pagano's injured, yeah. He won't be an option going forward. So,
Grell, I mean, that was probably Joe Grell's best win of his career, maybe, the other night.
yeah, it was a good one. I think that's a national qualifier, I believe, and so that's good for Joe in a really tough environment. He's been wrestling good. He's been wrestling close, and it's about getting over the hump. I think hopefully this helps him going forward. He's got a great test tomorrow night. If it's the Hughes kid, who's also nationally ranked, so we look forward to that. But Joe's capable. Joe's certainly capable, and again, like I said, it's about confidence, getting on a roll, and good things will happen.
Metzler's got a tough match tomorrow against Rayvon Foley. Obviously, he's ranked number 6. What have you told Metzler or anything? Because he's having a little bit of a slump, but
yeah,
to get that back up.
I'll tell you this. You know, I look at the schedule in the middle of the summer. I know this could be a long stretch for him. The Big Ten at 125 is very deep and very talented, and it's just about the next position, the next situation, the next period, and that's kind of what we discussed. He actually gave me a game plan. He gave me a really, really good game plan on what he thinks he needs to do to kind of slow him down and prepare for the match. So that's good. There's a lot of good dialogue there. He's still passionate. He's still excited about opportunities he's going to get down the road, and that's good. That's kind of what we want.
What'd you make of Anthony Ashland's match? Obviously went to overtime. It seemed like he didn't open up his offense totally until near the end. Or was that just part of the way Lugo wrestled? Or?
You know, everybody says that. It's all about competition, too. It's about the competition. Those guys are familiar with each other. They've trained with each other. Lugo's a tough out. That's a really, really tough kid. And Anthony, again, in a hostile environment, did what he had to do. It wasn't the way he wanted to do it, probably, but a big takedown late with everybody against him. He got one in overtime. And that's a huge gut check win right there. That's a huge gut check win. That will go a long way. And I tell our guys, it's a little bit different atmosphere when you get into the Big Ten and national tournament because you don't have 12,000 people staring at you, yelling at you. So it's a little bit different. So if you can win in that environment, that's good. And our guys know that. So that was a huge gut check win for a really tough competitor.